What's going on, Slay Baes? Don't know what that was, but welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be filming a full face using nothing over $6. Well, realistically, it's nothing over $5, but there's just that one product that's $5.49, so I had to title this video Nothing Over $6, just so that way you guys didn't come for me in the comments.
Okay.
I'm super excited because Believe Beauty is sponsoring a portion of today's video. And if you guys don't know what Believe Beauty is, it is an all new makeup line that launched exclusively at the Dollar General. They have so many products in their line ranging from brushes, sponges, makeup, from foundation, concealer, powder, mascara, eyeliner, lip liner, liquid lipsticks, regular lipsticks. Literally, they have everything you'll need to create a full glam makeup look. So make sure you guys check out the Dollar General for more products from Believe Beauty. I will be touching on some of my personal favorites in today's video. So if you guys like videos just like this, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. And while you're at it, click that little bell just so that way YouTube will notify you when I upload. I am changing my upload schedule in the new year, so you're definitely gonna wanna make sure your post notifications are turned on. With that, I'm gonna zoom you in just so that way we can get started on the look. Okay, big head in the frame. I did do my brows off camera. I also primed my eyelids for the sake of timing and applied a little bit of sunscreen. This is not $6 and under, but do not skimp out on your sunscreen, people. Moving on, I do have this eyeshadow palette right here by Wet n Wild. This is called the My Glamour Squad palette. This literally is a spot on dupe for ABH Soft Glam for like $5.49. Very, very affordable. I love it. I specifically really love the matte, so I'm gonna go in with this soft brown shade on an M441, and I'm gonna rock it back and forth in the socket of my crease to act as my transitional shade. So the next shade I'm going to take from within the palette is the shade right here. It's maybe about 2 to 3 shades darker than the soft brown I already put in my crease. I'm going to take it on an M507, and I'm just going to start deepening up my outer V with it. I'm just switching over to an M433 now, picking up a lot more of that eyeshadow and tapping off because it does have a lot of kickback in the pan. And then I'm really gonna go to town and really just start intensifying this outer V color. And as you can see, I'm only keeping it mainly in like the outer V, and I'm not really taking it right in this area here. I really just wanna focus the deepest color right out here, just so that way it's very, very smoky. So I'm gonna go in with that soft brown shade again on an M507, and I'm gonna start taking this right here in the very inner 1/3 of the crease just to really add more pigment here. I am using the softer brown as opposed to the darker brown just to keep things very, very soft towards the inner part of the eye. So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna switch over to using this palette right here by Believe Beauty. You guys, if you need anything from this video, it's this palette right here. This is called Golden Disco. And what I love most about this palette is this shade right here. Do you see that? So foiled, so buttery, so creamy. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take a flat brush, pick up a little bit of concealer, cut out a little bit of lid space, and then I'm gonna take this golden shade and put it directly over top. So a little tip I can give you guys whenever you're cutting your crease is to go in with a little bit of concealer and kind of just tap it out, and then take a fluffy brush. I just used an M433, and I kind of tapped out the concealer right here just so that way I didn't have such a stark, harsh line when I went in with my next color, because that's how things tend to get a little patchy. I am going to take that gold, like I said, on a flat brush. I'm not applying this wet whatsoever, and I'm going to just put this on my eye directly over top of that concealer, and you can see how beautiful this is going on. You can also take the shadow on your finger and really just tap it onto the lid. Sometimes I feel like going in with my finger is a lot better because I'm able to pack on more pigment. The next shade I'm gonna take from the palette is this bronze shade. I'm gonna take it on an M433 and I'm gonna put it right next to that gold, kind of like sandwich it. And what this is gonna do right here, it's gonna add a little bit of shimmer to this outer V color. While it's not like super shimmery like the gold, it still gives off a really pretty sheen. So going back into that Wet n Wild palette, I'm gonna take this shade right here, this darker brown, on an M507, and I'm going to just pinch my outer V with a little bit more of a deeper shade just to really smoke out the look. Y'all know I'm all about a smoked out eye look. So I'm just gonna go in small circular motions right here in the outer V and nothing more. Then with a smaller blending brush, I'm just gonna lightly buff and blend it out. Okay, so now that I have that nice and blended out, you can do one of two things with this look. You can keep it just like this, very nice, pretty, just like classic, or you can amp things up with a little bit of loose glitter, which is what I'm gonna do in today's video. I have this one by NYX here. It is in the shade Gold. And then I also have a little bit of the NYX glitter primer. I'm gonna take some of the glitter primer on the back of my hand, tap it onto my eyelid, and then just top it directly over top with some of the loose glitter to add a little bit more sparkle and shine. Okay, so this is a look, super, super glam. I am gonna clean up the fallout underneath my eyes, all of the loose glitter, and then I'm gonna pop on some falsies. I will be using false lashes from Believe Beauty. These are the Glamour Finish lashes. These are my personal favorite from their line. So I will be right back.
A few inches later.
So now that I have the lashes on, I definitely want to coat my lashes in with the false lashes just to make them look a lot more natural. So I'm going to go in with this mascara right here, also by Believe Beauty. What I love most about this mascara is that the wand is very, very slim and it's not as like fat as a typical mascara. I'm going to use this at the base of the lash to coat my lashes in with the falsies. And this is just going to allow them to blend a lot better. If you notice, I'm not taking this all the way through the lash. I'm only taking it at the base, just so that way they blend. I can't tell you guys how obsessed I am with these lashes. They look so good. Definitely my go-to lash that's more on the affordable side. I'm now gonna go in with some primer. I'm gonna use this one right here by Believe Beauty. This is a hydrating face primer, which I love. I'm all about a good hydrating face primer. So I'm gonna take some of this and put it all over to just prep my skin for a foundation. Before I actually go in with foundation, I'm definitely gonna go in with a color corrector. I'm gonna use this one right here by LA Girl. This is the Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. And I'm just gonna take this underneath my eyes, like so. And this is really just gonna combat the darkness. You guys know I love to color correct. Like, it pains me to not use a color corrector because they make such a huge difference in really combating all of my darkness. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of this applicator. It is like super hard to get product out and it is very messy. With a beauty sponge, I'm just gonna take this and really just tap out and blend out the color corrector underneath my eyes. And I'm using a damp sponge just so that way it really, really blends out that product and gives me more of like an airbrush finish. So now that I have that color corrector on, I'm definitely gonna go in with some foundation. I will be using the Believe Beauty foundation. I have two shades right here. I have Ivory and also Warm Vanilla. This is more of a natural skin finish foundation, and I do have to mix just because I don't have my perfect shade in the line, which is okay because it only retails for $5, two foundations, $10, still very much affordable. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Warm Vanilla and also Ivory on the back of my hand and put this all over. I really love the finish of this foundation. It's incredible. It gives me such a beautiful luminous glow. It is unreal. So definitely check out this foundation. obsessed with the coverage. Y'all don't even know. I am gonna go in with a concealer now. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade, I wanna say Light Ivory. Yes, Light Ivory. I'm gonna take some of this underneath to really just brighten and bring things to life, even though like at this point after putting on that foundation and color corrector, I don't feel like I need as much concealer as I would typically use. I'm just gonna use this to highlight more so than conceal. And to set that concealer down and in place, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Light. I can't get over how flawless my face looks, my base. Like, look at this, look at those under eyes. Honey. Anyways, let's go in with a pressed powder. I'm gonna use another Fit Me powder. This one is in the shade Natural Beige 220. I'm gonna use my Believe Beauty brush to really just press this powder into the rest of my skin. For contour, I'm gonna go in with this contouring palette by Wet n Wild. As you can see, this palette is very much loved. I put a pretty big dent on it and it's broken, but it's okay. It still works the same way. So I'm gonna take the powder right here and I'm gonna add some color back to my face because I'm looking a little flat. For blush, I'm gonna be using this little Just Blushing palette. This one is by LA Girl and I really love it. It's in the shade Just Rosy. I'm gonna take it on a Smashbox brush and just pop it onto the apples of my cheeks for a really pretty flush of color. For highlight, I'm actually gonna use an eyeshadow. This is Maybelline's Expert Wear Single Shadow in the shade The Glow Down. It is so incredibly beautiful. So I'm gonna take some and just pop it right here. All right, so I definitely need to put some on the tip of my nose because who would I be if I didn't? And I also need to finish off my lower lash line because I'm looking at myself in my viewfinder and I'm like, wow, things look very, very bare. And that's because I have not yet done my lower lash line. So I'm gonna pick up a flat definer brush and I'm gonna go right back into that Wet n Wild The Glamour Squad eyeshadow palette. And I'm gonna pick up that soft brown shade, the one right here. And I'm gonna smudge this on my lower lash line to really start the process of smoking it out. Then with this shade right here, I'm gonna pick a little bit up with an M507 and start really going to town and like smudging it out because I really want this to be a little bit deeper than that transitional brown I just put under there. This look also calls for a super bright waterline, so I'm gonna use this one by LA Girl in the shade Super Bright. This is really just gonna open up my eyes and make them pop. And of course, I have to go in with a little bit of lower lash mascara. I'm just gonna use this one by Believe. So the last and final thing I have left to do is my lips, and I'm kind of debating between nude or red. Nude or red. I think I'm gonna go with red just because I feel like it screams holiday, especially with the sparkles on the eyes. So I'm gonna go in with this Believe Beauty lip liner in the shade So Chic, and I'm gonna use this to line my lips. Following the lip liner, I am gonna go in with a deeper liquid lipstick shade. This one is in the shade Grenadine. All right, Slay Baes, so this right here is the final and completed look. What do you guys think of it? Let me know down below in the comments. I'll definitely say, like, looking in the viewfinder, the eyes are a showstopper. Like, they look so glam, so high end, all using beauty products $6 and under. I know, I can't even believe it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know by giving the video a big ol' like. Also, let me know what you guys thought of Believe Beauty. Have you checked it out? If not, check them out exclusively at the Dollar General. I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.